Alright, this test is going to be these kelp slices. I just got done testing the sushi rolls, the seaweed sushi rolls, and those seem to be a little elevated, so I have kelp that I bought at the same time, sometime in July of 2012. So I want to get a reading before I even open the package. And let's take a look at if we could find a date on it. I see it's a product of China. And I don't see no date on it, which is unusual. You would think they're... Let's pull this off and see what that says. No dates. Oh, here, something here. I don't know what that means, but it says 2012 there. One more time up front. Nope. No date. Alright, 150 grams is the content weight of the package. Test 1, kelp, background, 338. (10/1, 2012). Test 2, kelp, background, 600 seconds, 352, 4 count high. Test 3, kelp, background, 340. We're in our first minute. It seems pretty busy. Just wanted to show you that it was clicking quite a bit. And I got it suspended. I'd say maybe about 3/4 of an inch above it. Got it resting on those little pieces of wood on each side. This is definitely hotter than I thought it would be. I got a couple 10 count spikes, 3 of them. going nuts. Now I'm pretty sure, I think the plastic's holding in some of the alpha, so I have a feeling it's even going to go higher than 500, 0.500 when we take it out of the package. Test 1 on the Kelp, and I've got a very impressive 1356, 1356 in a 10-minute reading. I got a spike of a 10 count is the high, and there's the averages there. And there is way something going on coming out of that package. And I've got actually 1, 2, 3. Well, I got one of the 10s, but there's 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 spikes. So this is test 1 only. Test 2 Kelp, and we got 10 minutes, 1,323. I got 8 count for the high there. There's that stuff. And to me it looks pretty consistent that there is something buzzing in there. Alright, this is test 3 for the Kelp. 10 minutes, 1,389. Topped out with a 9 count. There's the averages. There's the chart. So this is without the bag open, without the bag even open. So I'm even afraid to even see what the numbers will be when we open this bag. But let's do it. Actually, this Kelp is surprising me. It's definitely a lot hotter than the seaweed sushi roll. Alright, here comes the Kelp. Alright, this is the first kelp test that is out of the bag, and I'm getting a 1437 10 count high, averages there. It hit 6.6. Alright, this is kelp test 2 that is out of the bag, and I got 1,476. Only got a maxed out at an 8, and the average data points 2.46 for the counts. Well, remember, compared to background, way above background. Alright, this is test 3 of the kelp with the open bag. 10 minutes, 1,463, 9 count high. There's the data counts, 2.44. Alright, I just wanted to say a couple things about kelp while this is going. The interesting thing about kelp is after Fukushima, I noticed a lot of the websites were pushing iodine tablets for a preventative, and I'm pretty sure it was containing kelps or seaweeds. So the ironic thing is we might be pushing people to use kelp as an antidote for the radiation poisoning, and yet we might be contaminating ourselves with the kelp in the first place. The other thing is kelp naturally has iodine in it, so that's why that they suggest it. But the problem is that we might be picking up cesium in this kelp. So it's either picking up the natural iodine, which it is naturally, but I do not believe that the readings are this high just off of the iodine. So I think there might probably be some cesium in here also. Okay, so right there it's 0.500. 1 point is 1 microsievert. So this is 1/2 of 1 microsievert in an hour. That's the intensity that's coming out of this kelp. It's about 8 inches away from the kelp. I'll show how fast it starts going. pretty sensitive, isn't it? I sure would say it is. But this seriously is no joke. I think it sucks that this stuff's in our food. I'm having a hard time believing that this stuff is healthy for me if I ate it. I would hate to make a kelp soup out of it. Yeah, I would have a hard time believing someone could talk me into saying eating this stuff would be healthy for me. Right now that's microsieverts. It's almost pushing a half of a microsievert an hour is the intensity of the radiation coming out of this kelp. With the low background of 338 and the kelp reading of 1,476, I just think that is just a little bit high for natural radiation. Background, kelp. Background, kelp. Background, kelp. Background, kelp. My conclusion is that the radiation alert inspector is picking up a stronger radiation field than the previous seaweed sushi roll paper test. It is naturally radioactive, but I believe this contains man-made isotopes like cesium as well.